So let's focus together by being aware of our breath. Each of us in our own place, but we're doing this at the same time. And so we can feel the sense of presence of each other, joining together in a common practice. To be mindful and to enter into and open the heart. So we start with the breath because it helps us to shift our awareness or what we're experiencing from the thinking mind a little bit and a little bit more as you do it, more and more. Thinking mind, the chatter in the head, the thoughts of what happened earlier or what's going to happen or what we need to do or what's going on in the world, any of that is not going to completely stop. But if we can just choose to direct our attention to the breathing that's happening in your body, then that becomes a little bit more of what it is that you're experiencing, what you're aware of, what you're feeling, what you're sensing. Sense and feel what it is we pay attention to. So feel your body breathing, and let your body relax. Let your shoulders, your neck relax, your forehead. And allow your mind's eye, your attention, to scan your body all the way down, your back, your spine, all the way down your lower back, your base of your spine, your hips, your pelvis, belly, legs, feet, and every area that you touch with your attention, you become more aware of, experience, because you're paying attention there, you can choose to relax it just a little bit more than it is, and yet you still manage to sit up somehow. It just happens by itself. There's no effort that you need to make. And with that heightened sensitivity to present moment experience, you can turn your attention inward so that you're focusing your attention, you're calling your attention to then be aware of the presence of the indwelling being that you are. We say it's indwelling because somehow, in terms of experience, it feels like it's within. It doesn't mean it's only inside your body, like if you opened up your body. It's within in consciousness. So that shifting to go in is something we learn to do. It's with practice. Just allow that sense of presence. It's also all around your body. It's something that you can feel, that you can sense. You can even know is present simply by, in a way, simply by asking to and being open. Open to the response to your request. Request to be aware of the being that you truly are, unconditioned, unreactive to events. And as we continue to experience it more and more deeply, one could say that this beingness that is your true nature is love. Is light. The spiritual light, the inner light that is talked about in all the sacred literature from every part of the world. So we join together in that awareness of this inner light, this inner presence, inner beingness, along with all the other humans that are consciously working in this way right now, all over the world, and at different times as well, all throughout the day. People are meditating and attuning to their true nature, their spiritual self, the spiritual light that is within and all around us, and that we easily forget about when our mind gets involved and attached to projects and things that we're working on. We react to things that are going on. But it's always here, and we can always come back to it. And that's why these practices, coming together, doing it with others, is so helpful. And to practice every day. So the teachings of yoga and many of the practices of meditation tell us that there are energy centers that we can experience located in sort of like an energy anatomy that is within and around our physical form. And one of these very important locations is the heart center. Heart center is located right about at the level of the breasts, behind the sternum, and in front of the spine. So right in the middle, right along a central column, central axis, a vertical axis of energy that runs from above the head down through your head and neck and torso and pelvis and legs and feet and below. And along that axis are these energy centers, one of which is the heart center. So direct your attention to that location. Gradually, you may begin to feel some sort of sensation there. And as the mind really quiets, you can experience yourself there. You can experience being in this place, in the middle of your chest, in the heart center, as a place of pure, healing, loving energy a place in consciousness. And when you experience yourself, your sense of self, it's the location of where you are, where you're coming from. It's as if it isn't like a little dot in the middle of your body somewhere. It's just where you are. And all of you, including your whole body and all around, feels as though this is where you are. You're in your heart chamber, your heart center. And I just came across a poem, and I opened this book, and this is what I found. It said, "Point of radiance. Find the point of radiance in your heart." So as you're listening to this, it's actually an instruction. It's a meditation instruction. It's not just a poem as we think of it. Find the point of radiance in your heart, whether that be passion, pleasure, or pain so deep it's etched in blood. Follow where your true heart leads. When it seems there is no light, look carefully, for it is always there, that ember of the God force. It may be hidden in a dim corner or buried beneath a pile of regrets, but it's there nonetheless. That spark of divine essence illuminating your next step. So the poet Donna Falls reminds us that it's always there, even if what you begin to experience when you first focus in your heart center area is even pain. And it often is. There's nothing wrong with that. After all, throughout any given day, there's enough going around to cause a certain amount of heartache. It's a sign of your sensitivity and your vulnerability and your openness that you can feel that. So sometimes that feels like an actual physical pain, like a tightness, like a tension, a thread of something contracted. And sometimes it can feel like an emotional heaviness or sadness or whatever. Not that it has to feel that way, but sometimes it does, and that's okay if it does. And sometimes it just feels like energy. It feels like a little tingling or a warmth. But always, somewhere in there, even if it's like she says, an ember, a spark, there's a light. There is this inner light deep, deep in the heart center. And that light, once you begin to feel it, we don't always see light. Sometimes we think of lights, if it's light, I should see it. It's visual. It's a visual metaphor. But it's really energy, vibration. Sometimes you see, not always. And that little spark that becomes more of a flame, more of a fire, more of a glow, more of an expanding sphere of energy. And again, as energy, it is a consciousness that heals. It is an energy that heals, a consciousness of love that is within you. And as it expands, it is what you are allowing yourself to feel first and foremost. It starts to expand, and you may begin to feel that energy expanding in your upper body, filling up the upper torso. Again, it's like a request to your higher self or to the divine to allow you to feel and sense what's really already here. We're just letting our minds get out of the way. So as that light, that fire expands, goes up back through your muscles and bones of your back, your spine, it goes out the sides, goes out the front, as well as upward and downward, and just allow it to gradually expand, like as if it's a ball or sphere of energy that's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and gradually you start to feel that your whole body is inside it. If you find yourself questioning, is anything happening? Or if you find yourself trying to make something happen, just try to let that go. Try to just come back to that you are experiencing, if you pay attention to it, your breath, the sensations of your body, relaxing. And as this invitation to let this light expand from the heart center throughout and then around your body, even below your feet. And it's expanding all around your body, below your feet, above your head, out the sides, out in front, out back behind your back. Your whole body can enjoy bathing in this loving energy, this healing energy. Your whole body can just let go of trying to do anything. And if you allow it, your mind can as well. Your mind can just relax. And you stay awake. It doesn't mean you fall asleep. It doesn't mean you go away. You just feel this lightness. And if you feel sort of some of the opposite, like heaviness or tension, that's okay too. That's sometimes what the light illuminates and helps to heal. So if any part of your body, your legs or your back is feeling uncomfortable, just let it be. Just let it be. Don't try to work it or change it or fix it. Just open for a minute now or a few minutes to just letting the presence of your beingness with light heal and love you. You may feel the surface of your body opening so that it's not quite so much of a boundary. But the energy of your body and the energy around your body is sort of one continuous energy, one continuous being that you are. And again, it's a good, helpful practice to be aware that you're not alone in doing this, that we're all doing this together at the same time, so that the light in your heart, the light in my heart, the light in each other's heart is really the same light. It's the same divine presence, just locating itself in these different rooms, in these different places on the planet. It doesn't matter how far apart we are in space. Be aware that the energy that is expanded out from the center of your heart center, your heart chakra, as some call it, uh, as it goes out, it opens you to what's above you. And of course, we're all inside and indoors. So, of course, there's a ceiling and a roof and all of that. But then there's the sky and the stars, moon, whole vast cosmos. And we can recognize somehow we are related to that. We are right now in this moment related with that. That's a feeling, not just an intellectual knowing. Sense. And even while that's going on, you can allow your attention to go down to your feet, to your buttocks, and wherever you're sitting, however you're sitting, and be aware that down below you is not only a floor and foundation of your house, but the earth itself, which all of that floor and foundation is made up of, and so is your body. But the whole planet, the being of Gaia, the being of Mother Earth, is ongoingly in a relationship with you. And even if momentarily you allow yourself to be sensitive to that, aware of that in a feeling way, a sensing way, a deep kind of knowing, it really makes a difference. So just allow your attention to be focused with your breath and your body, sort of coming back to a focus within your body, kind of like a grounding, um, returning from a more expanded state, which is fine to stay in if you want to, but usually if we're going to come back to some kind of activity, relating with people, you want to bring your allow that light is still there, still out all around you, but bring your attention and your awareness focus back to your body breathing, your hands, your feet. And know the peace and the love that light brings. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and always wonderful to see you all. Namaste. Blessings.